I recently traveled to Phoenix to take a closer look at the implications of male loneliness and how some men are confronting it.
Male Loneliness Project.
The Male Loneliness Project.
This is just a quick audio test.
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. I don't care.
Genius.
You don't have to bleep it.
Genius.
Is I did a animation for
Genius.
the Pornhub Awards years ago.
Okay.
That a bunch of other people worked on who I'm definitely not allowed to talk about who worked on it because nobody wanted their names associated with it.
It's the Pornhub Awards. It's the best night on earth. We're celebrating boobs and pussies that squirt and penises with girls.
Although I'll say I worked on it with my buddy Cole, and we got roped into it. And the thing that we were doing was animating, like sort of the hosts of the Pornhub Awards, who were Mr. Cum and DJ Banana. And Mr. Cum was this sort of like vaudeville, like dancing, like top hat wearing blob of cum that was just like dripping constantly that I animated. And then DJ Banana was like his annoying as fuck sidekick who's like DJing and like being an annoying piece of shit. But,
being an annoying banana.
Being crazy, but yeah, that was the worst job I've ever done in my life.
Wow. Holy shit!
Although
we have officially started recording.
Okay.
I captured all that just because
that-
it was
no, I know.
amazing.
Do we know that the audio is working?
Let me check it real quick.
Wait.
Is it working?
Check. Genius. Yeah, we're fucking live.
Hello.
We're fucking live.
Hi.
We're fucking live.
We're fucking live in the Matrix.
We're back.
My laptop.
What's
All right, welcome to the Male Loneliness Project. Christopher Rutledge. Ding,
Hey.
ding, ding. Guys, give it up for Christopher Rutledge. He brought 3 matchas today.
Dude, this is the first real podcast I've ever been on. Every other podcast has been about animation.
How many podcasts?
Yeah, well,
would
we
you
are a
reckon that you've
podcast
been
about
on?
animation. First of all, we're an
You're
animation
wearing that
podcast.
hat that I believe it.
We've
First of
had a
all, yeah.
deviation for the last 40 episodes have not been about animation.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at its core, it's an animation. For
Well-
people in art school and stuff trying to find their footing right now.
I mean,
in
don't
this
even
crazy
get me
world.
started
with
on
AI.
how
Anyways.
animation is a very lonely practice.
We're going to talk about how to get into art school, how to get into RISD.
Yes, this is a step-by-step guide. Wait, Will, our
Chris,
chords are.
I'm gonna just face away from Chris
chords
the
are
entire
tangled,
episode.
bro.
Never make eye contact.
Bro,
Is this cool?
Our chords are all
It's
tangled
fine.
up.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right, okay.
Are we?
Wait. Look at the camera. Are we blocking each other?
Definitely. Bro.
Yeah. So let's adjust. Oh wait, no, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
We're
great.
gonna
We're good.
We're gonna
And now we're good.
We're gonna show Will Duncan's RISD application portfolio that got him rejected.
Oh,
My RISD.
that's
Bro,
brutal. I never knew the side of
RISD
you.
wasn't even on my radar. That's how unswagless I was.
It's already just really difficult to do this conversation.
I think it's awesome. What are you talking
It's
about?
like, I guess it's like we're pilots. Like you're the head pilot, and then
Yes,
we're kind
that's
of
what I'm saying.
NASA astronauts in the back.
I'm kind of
We all
Han
have
Solo.
different operations.
Chris is kind of Chewbacca vibes. R2D2. Jewish stereotype. R2D2.
That's super fucked up, man. I gotta say that's super fucked up.
That's my new thing is
No.
telling girls that I meet they remind me of R2D2 and just
Because they're
seeing how
tiny?
just seeing how it kind of crumbles their
I guess. Well, it's a tiny and wide.
Their expectations.
It's like he's like a trash can of sorts.
no,
So
he's
it's
a piece of shit. I mean,
he
he's a
reminds them
horrible
of a
droid. Terrible droid.
What would you rank the droids? C-3PO?
Best Star Wars droids.
Best,
Just a
I
quick-
was ranking C-3PO is definitely F tier. He's
Oh,
And that's
I was
R2D2
gonna say S tier personally.
yeah.
So we're really from different worlds, I guess. Wow.
Arizona.
Yeah.
different
From
Star
Chris?
Worlds.
Chris, where are you from?
What planet are you from?
I'm from Concord, Massachusetts.
Wow.
In the Milky Way galaxy.
I see
In
it
the
now.
in the Andromeda galaxy, the other Concord, Massachusetts.
In the Andromeda Sprain. So Chris is an award-winning animator. He's toured the world performing his animations at festivals, street festivals, parades, busking in the streets of Portugal. He was at Annecy Animation Film Festival, working a catering job last year. He's been to Pictoplasma, Sundance. He's an amazing creator.
Well, I gotta say, now the vibe of you not looking at us is like you're a universal tour guide. Like you're driving the bus and we're kind
like
of
that.
now
I'm
you're
loving this.
co-assistant.
I'm loving
we're
this.
kind of being like, yeah.
I'm just kind of like,
I'm loving this.
you still there,
Chris Rutledge
Yeah,
cut his
keep
teeth
trying,
in the 3D
keep-
animation game, working
cut
on
his teeth.
hella music videos for up and coming rappers.
One of the best working animators in Houdini, a software program, a 3D modeling creation.
pretty good.
He's created video games in Unreal Engine, Starseed 5, and a huge proponent of AI technologies streamlining the film industry.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Are
He's
you
a teacher.
impressed?
You basically nailed all that.
He's
I'm
a
teaching.
teacher. He's
I
a
teach.
collaborator. He's a performer. He's a friend. He's a community leader.
Check out my Houdini tutorials on my YouTube page. That's usually what I get interviewed about on podcasts.
Really?
We're
Okay.
going to put a link below. We're going to try to interview him.
So I have to say this. Maybe this will be good for this podcast / interview. Is that I don't know anything about you. We just met. I don't even know anything about animation really. So
It's cool. I
so you're a
haven't-
teacher.
I teach. Yeah, I do teach. I teach
Students.
right now at Cal Arts.
Okay, cool. Whoa.
I've taught before at U Arts, which was an art school in Philadelphia that shut
heard
down
of
a
that.
couple of years ago.
Oh damn. Okay.
How old were you when you taught at UArts?
This would have been in 2020. So I guess I was like, I don't know, 27 or something, 28.
Do you have a degree in teaching?
No.
You just were so swagged out at animating that they're like, can you just do this?
Yeah, I got recommended by another friend that was teaching there, I guess, and UArts was like, yeah, we don't care if you have a master's degree or whatever. And
Damn.
Then since I taught there, then other schools will let you teach if you have experience teaching. So I kind of skipped the whole,
That's incredible.
which is great, but it's kind of dumb because it's like the schools that were requiring having a master's, it's like, oh, what am I going to go to school again for animation and get a master's in that? Like,
Yeah.
do the exact same shit I did in undergrad? Like, that's
Although,
ridiculous.
to use a animation video game term, seems like you could speed run the college process pretty easily with your breadth of expertise.
That's an
a good point.
upvote, my
That's a good
friend.
point.
That was good.
Reddit gold, my
Upvote,
amigo.
Yes. R/animators, check out this exclusive interview with Chris Rutledge.
I'm jealous
Wow.
of animators. I wish I could just lock myself in the room, Rapunzel style, and create a masterpiece.
That's the best part about it is you don't need anybody else when you're making animation. It's like the opposite of making live action film.
Oh my God.
Where you need a lot of other people, and it's kind of like
Wait. Sorry to interrupt. So you're saying that animation is an inherently lonely art form?
Wow.
that's why we're talking about it on this podcast.
Almost like we're really fucking good at a podcast and we like kind of
shit.
sniped our fucking
Jesus,
guests.
and no one saw that coming.
No one saw that.
The fact you made that connection is fucking impressive, and that's why you're my fucking co-host.
There you
Fuck
go.
with you,
Good
Alex.
God.
And
There
what
you go.
it's like minute 15 or whatever, so we're still in that sweet spot for YouTube. It's minute 8. That's good. That's when the hook should be.
Got him.
In short form vertical comedy videos. I'm just gonna keep Alex visible.
I don't want to see myself. please. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wait. And so, would you say when you're animating, you're feeling lonely, or because you're drawing these characters, you're feeling surrounded by friends and
by
family that
animated
you've created?
friends. Yeah.
Exactly.
How would you feel?
Really?
I don't know. I work out of a studio usually with a bunch of other animators, and it's kind of nice to have a bunch of people being lonely together in the same space.
Found family.
Yeah, which was kind of the vibe at art school. It's like everyone goes to the studio, and we're all just like working until fucking 2 a.m. on our dumbass animations.
That sounds awesome. I wish I went to art school instead of like
fun.
theater camp school.
Yeah, I mean, like
No.
it's a different vibe, but I'm glad I went for sure.
I cried my first day of college because I
Really?
went to my dorm and there were RAs singing like theater musical songs. I'm about to start crying right now. And I was just like, oh, I completely fucked up. I'm in the wrong building.
How do you apply? What was the major that you did?
It was film, but then I finished with writing for film and TV.
Okay, word.
Yeah, and he also did
I don't know.
comedic dance.
I didn't think
minor
about
for a
college at
while.
all. I did
Yeah.
comedic Japanese dance.
Yes.
Dude, sick.
And cheek kissing.
Someone was like
French
I went to
style.
school in Boston. Someone was like, "Damn, you're going to school in Boston, huh? Pretty cold winters, huh?" And I was like, didn't even think about that once.
Went to Harvard.
I went to Harvard. I went to business school at Harvard. And I speed ran it.
Yeah, I'm from Boston, so
No, you're not.
I'm from Concord.
Concord.
Yeah.
Do you find Connecticut to be more racist than Boston or less?
Yeah, I'm not really the one that would be able to tell because they're not
Right.
racist to me.
I'm
But
super. You're so right. I didn't even think about that. we're just gonna go ahead and delete. This is good actually. It's before the 10-minute
That was
mark
cool,
too.
man.
So
Yeah, that was good.
But I think that in my ranking of New England states, well, I'm curious, what's your guys' ranking? How would you order them?
Connecticut, absolute hell, horrible place.
I don't fuck with Connecticut.
Completely
F
hate
tier,
it.
bottom.
Love Massachusetts. Love Western Massachusetts.
Unfortunately,
That was a beautiful
Massachusetts. I
place.
gotta rock Massachusetts till the day I
Love
die.
Massachusetts. Kind of don't love Boston itself, but love the culture of Massachusetts.
You like Worcester?
Connecticut. Never been to Worcester.
You like Springfield, bro? They have a great bus station.
I'm really excited to explore Massachusetts more this summer.
bro.
We got to go back
We're
to that
doing another
lake.
swimming hole.
Great.
We
I'm
do a
going
swimming hole
tomorrow
tour
to
in
West
Western
Mass. Actually.
Whoa, where?
Going to Northampton to visit an old friend, Jake.
Hold up.
Old friend of the podcast.
On 420?
On 420, we're about to. We're having a group 50-person lesbian Smith
Smoke
College
sesh, yeah.
smoke sesh. It's the
You are
longest,
doing a re-up for the weed
That's
community.
amazing.
Yeah, just doing my part. It looks like the camera dipped out, and so that's another thing that happened. But every 8 minutes, the camera has to reconnect,
And that's my
Worth it. It's a
So,
really
Chris,
cool fisheye
I'm
lens.
wondering,
Thank you,
please, if you might enlighten us, maybe take us back to the early days when you were you ever feeling lonely as a child, and what brought you into drawing?
Yeah,
and,
when did you start drawing?
and when did those drawings turn into
I'm just
animation?
stealing Alex's questions.
I think my I got into like video games for sure as a kid. I like cartoons and video games, and that was a good escape from loneliness. And then at a certain point, I kind of realized like, wait, there has to be somebody that like makes these like drawings of all the monsters in my video games.
What was your favorite monster as a kid?
Dude, maybe Blastoise.
Blastoise.
Oh,
Don't even
I
know it.
fuck with
Who's that? Who's that? What's
It's
he
a
from?
Pokemon, bro.
I don't know
Pokemon
that shit.
episode.
Okay,
We
yeah,
just
yeah,
did a
yeah.
Pokemon
I know, and I
episode.
don't know that.
And he flopped. Wait, I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
First sexual character that you like
yeah. That's important.
that activated your spark, your seed spark,
I mean, I guess it's
your Google banana.
there's the racist Pokemon character with the lips.
Mrs. Mime, I believe.
Why was she racist?
Jinx.
No, Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx was a human.
I feel like that was one of the
Jinx
most
was a racist
sexual
Pokemon.
characters.
That's a human or
No, it's a
actual
Pokemon that
Pokemon
is-
beast.
It's a Pokemon
I mean,
beast.
you could say Misty was like a
Misty.
character.
Okay, we can't do the
but the
Pokemon
problem.
episode again.
No, but why was this?
she
Why
was
was she
like 12
racist?
years old,
Why was
like,
Jinx
younger.
racist?
I'll show you a picture, man.
And why is she hot? And why was she racist?
But when you're,
those are my two questions.
when you're 8 years old watching that, you
Yes.
can-
It's not that she's hot, it's just that she is a sort of voluptuous woman Pokemon.
Okay.
So it's the first time you're like, wait, that has like hips.
Uh-huh.
And it has hair.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean
boobs.
that one really. I hate to say it looks like old blackface. I have to say.
no,
I
that's
hate
why
to
it's
say it.
racist.
That's why it's racist.
That's
Okay,
why
okay,
it's
got it.
racist.
And she's
Got it,
supposed
yeah.
to be kind of like a.
Now I get it all makes sense now.
What's that called? The woman who watches over a brothel, a madam. She's supposed to be kind of like a madam.
wow.
Yeah,
Got it.
Done my
Wow.
research.
So have they
man.
retired this character, or is she
No, the
still
character's still in there,
kicking
but
around?
I think they just changed the design of her to be less blackface.
I think
and
she
more
is still kicking
busty.
around. I don't think they changed
Okay.
the design that much.
Cool.
I feel like
cool.
Lickitung kind of.
Lickitung used to be my favorite
Uh-oh.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is weird. Why do I like just a big liquor Pokemon? Just a,
Yeah.
It's a Pokemon podcast now. Every episode's about this shit. I think we'll just have a little segment.
I like that. A little
Might
10
as
minute.
well just have the Pokemon
I
corner.
read recently that they did like these tests on people that played Pokemon as kids, and there's like a dedicated part, like physical part of their brain, like to Pokemon.
That is so interesting you say that because I saw the Instagram post about that didn't cite any of the information. And I was like, it's funny that on Instagram it's just like, yep, that's a fact in my head now.
But you did
You're
read that,
saying
and
it's
you can
actually
confirm
real.
that's real.
I feel like I
Chris is saying
read
this.
some of an article about it. I don't think I would have read a full article about that, but I was like, that is interesting, and it kind of makes sense.
Well, also, I was going to say this on the Pokemon episode. Like, it's like when someone knows, like, the starting basketball player on Duke from
Yeah.
2017. I'm like, that is a weird function of the human brain.
It's like learning anything. It's like I have that for Houdini in my head. You know, I have like how to do shit in Houdini is like a little like module in my brain.
Yeah.
You know, but the Pokemon shit is just kind of useless. But like when
It
you're
is
learning
pretty
an
useless.
actual trade or craft or practice or whatever, building that thing, that's
incredible.
putting the 10,000 hours in. And just so many of us put 10,000 hours into Pokemon as
Yeah.
children.
And when we put it into podcasting, and it's just like
It's paying
a
off.
different thing, and it's like
mean, it's-
So
not to
what's-
brag, we have
what is-
735 followers on Instagram.
So
after 3 years, I don't want to.
135 follower growth in the last 2 months. Just want to say that.
I don't want to flex on you right now,
That's
but
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the podcast. I saw
no
you
problem. Most people
Incredible,
have
man.
it.
I saw you had Ivy Wolk on, which
Yeah,
is cool.
We have one of our close friends.
Also, Chloe Cherry, who's in the new season of Euphoria, the most
Sick.
#1 stream show on HBO Max.
and
so
Blood Barn, which I heard is incredible.
I've heard it
to
speak
die
on
for.
Blood Barn.
The
man.
letterbox reviews are very awesome. Yeah.
I
People love
love
it there.
I love reading letterbox reviews for my own shit. Like,
Yes.
Really?
because there are letterbox reviews for like short films. You
Yeah.
can go to.
Yeah, trust me,
And
I'm-
there's some really bad ones for like Larry, the one that was at Sundance that
Yep.
I made with Takashi,
which is an amazing goopy dog that does a layup on a basketball and it sort of
Yes.
splits time.
Yes.
Aw.
It's a really textural, minimal, but yet absurd, abstracted, sort of complicated piece.
There was a
But people didn't like it, or a few people didn't.
some people were like, this looks like something my kid would make on their iPad, which like doesn't make any sense.
No, it's-
They must hate
some
their
some
kid,
people
man. Jesus.
Sorry,
were
Chris
like,
has an imagination of a child that is professionally crafted and can create stunning images.
other people were just like, I don't know, this is just like somebody like jacking off their like simulation skills or whatever, which is like, that's kind of a fair
Yeah,
read,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. I
No,
mean,
I think say something. Let's attack them a little bit. I think now's a chance. You have a platform. You have a camera. You have a microphone.
Let's kind of just.
I mean,
Let's attack that person who
Let's
said that.
nudge that.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
yeah, what kind of fucking simulations are you making, bitch?
You're not getting into any fucking festival. You're certainly not getting into Sundance, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
You might get into Western North Carolina Regional Experimental Animation Festival, but not Sundance, motherfucker.
And I was at that screening eating popcorn, so I was in the room with this bitch.
We had a scathing review on Art Forum, which was awesome.
Terrible publication.
It's funny.
It's just blasphemous.
I don't know. I genuinely, when I see people hating on stuff that I made, it like I don't feel remotely upset about it. Like I'm
That's
just like
awesome.
I love seeing it. I like that it like either is just having a strong reaction. People,
Well, yeah, art's meant to provoke, right?
Yeah,
that's
We're
interesting.
supposed to provoke, and that's better than an applause or a laugh. Is an anger
Totally.
is going.
Totally.
I disagree with that. Alex.
I
It's
think.
terrible.
Well, you're not
and,
an
and
animator.
even in the
animating
scathing
like
review
us.
in Art Forum, there was some shit that I liked about the review. I was like, they compared it to the Looney Tunes film Duck Amuck. I don't know if you guys have seen
I
this
actually
one.
have seen that
it's a
one.
classic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so
Banger.
good. Where like
Yeah.
the animator becomes like a character and it's
Yeah.
breaking the fourth wall and shit. It's so good.
Sort of like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type situation, maybe. I've seen that movie.
Exactly.
But
So yeah, that was cool. He just
I would-
named a different thing.
Do you know about that?
See?
You know that?
And now Chris is gonna go. I do know about that.
I know about Space Jam.
Oh, wait,
Kind
you
of-
don't know about Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, I've seen Who Framed
Okay.
Roger Rabbit once. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's all
It's an
time
amazing-
ago. All time ago of animation.
Richard Williams, the GOAT.
I don't know.
He wrote the book on basically how to do animation.
Do you think they could still make that movie today? Like, I feel like people who know
Who
how
Framed
to
Roger Rabbit?
with cell animation, like, do people even know how to do that shit anymore?
That'd be tough. But I mean, people like bringing back old techniques and shit. Like they made that game Cuphead with a lot of like
Whoa.
cell animation and shit a couple years ago, and that was like really stood out. Because
Yeah.
they did that crazy shit.
I just miss 90s anime. I miss Gundam. That texture.
I mean, I see a lot of like sick artists on Instagram and shit who are kind of like recreating really retro 2D animation style or like any kind of weird retro aesthetic, and it's like very cool seeing how you can kind of like bring back through like limitations that no longer exist, like some of those kinds of like aesthetics. And I wrote a Substack article recently
Boom.
on aesthetics, which I normally don't do shit like this ever, but it got a really good response. I'm really happy with it. And I talked about kind of like watching different new kind of emerging trends come out of like weird little like Discord groups and shit that I'm in where like, people
Whoa.
are like developing a style. Specifically this guy, World 4 Jack, has this really kind of crazy,
yeah.
cracked out, schizophrenic, low poly, like jiggly, bouncy 2D animation. Like, kind of feels like it was made by like a kid who was a bad kid in high school, like but like also like I don't know, there's so many weird aspects to it and it's so unique, and then I've seen that kind of evolve into like in a way like an art movement or like an aesthetic that like a ton of people are like kind of like at first kind of like copying, but then like kind of evolving in their own way, and it's spreading and just becoming like a new thing that hasn't been named yet. Anyway, that's what my Substack article is about. But
I've been talking about this recently because I've been chatting with a musician friend about how musicians won't be straight up about their feedback with each other. Like there's like peers who are like, yeah, your music's awesome, and I'm like, it's kind of like that in
dude, nice
film.
set. That was a great set.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like, is that true in the animation world?
Oh, I'm sure people do that. Like, yeah, I mean, people don't like. I think it's giving feedback is like really great, but like you don't want to give people unsolicited feedback. And
That's
if they
true.
finished a film, like what the fuck, like they're not gonna like change their film that they just screened at a festival. You know? It's like, but if they're asking you for feedback, then it's like it's good to ask for feedback, and it's good to like do the compliment sandwich kind of thing or whatever. But I like to be really honest with people about
Compliment sandwich rocks. Yeah.
Compliment sandwich rocks. It's a great technique because you want to keep people. I mean, especially if they're people that are working on a project for you. That they're
Yeah. You need some good. Well, you're very good at collaborating. I feel like you're good at bringing people together. You're sort of a godfather figure,
Totally.
a puppeteer.
Well, we're all collaborating right now on this wonderful podcast.
I want to
In the
give a
easiest
compliment
way
to you
possible.
real quick. I've actually, not to brag, I think Will and I find ourselves in circles with a lot of animators. I have a bunch, and I go to animation parties here and there.
Really?
I don't. Well, I want to give a brief shout out to the homie Simeon Condev.
Love Simeon.
Old
Simeon,
pal.
I gotta say, Simeon was a huge inspiration to me when I was in college. His like thesis film called Ladies' Night that he
I've
won't.
seen it.
he
Or
won't-
wait, no, I haven't.
I recommend watching it. He won't like he kind of hates it when I bring this up, but it's still one of my favorite shorts, and that very influenced my thesis project that I did at Pratt called The Loaf Zone.
What's Ladies' Night about, just for the listeners?
It's sort of like a series of different kind of vignettes of bizarre kind of like sequences that are somewhat abstract, and like some are more like kind of parodying like talk shows and real kind of scenarios and whatever, and some of them follow like the same characters throughout, and it kind of bounces back and forth between these different vignettes. Felipe also worked on it, and Lena Green, who's another classmate from RISD.
Shout out.
Who's that animator? Sophie, who does like the moth stuff.
Sophie Coco Gate.
Yeah. I think
I don't know what you're talking about with the moth stuff. I might. Yeah, that probably.
she does
is.
like Purple Ladies. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, totally.
She was like one of the first kind of like, whoa, indie animator. This is swagged out.
Yeah, she's a big. I think she's a big influence on a lot of
She's so
indie
good.
animators, especially. She's amazing. Yeah, her work is like very. She's really developed her own kind of like unique aesthetic on its own.
Also, I saw the Don Hertzfeldt new short.
Oh, you
what's
did?
Paper Trail or
I
whatever?
haven't seen it yet. but
Oh, really?
I want to check it out.
I saw it at South by. It was fucking incredible.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. They just screened it at the LA Festival of Movies.
Oh
yeah,
I heard it was
shit.
good there. They screened it alongside
Yeah, we're plugged into this kind of stuff. We have operatives. In
Oh,
every
yeah.
field. Sleeper
Hertzfeld,
cells.
I can't
Simeon,
get
I'm
into
glad
him.
you guys. Yeah.
Well,
Are you serious?
Simeon, hold on. Simeon, I just want to shout out you. If you're listening right now, if you're drawing right now, if you're doing pencil strokes at home, keep going harder, man.
You got this,
Keep on
bro.
crushing it. We appreciate you.
All those animators out there.
Simeon and I, we actually wrote an animation a while ago. I forget what it's called now. I think it was called Stinko or something. And I love Simeon. But I've been around a lot of animators, and what I want to say is you're already really excelling at making eye contact. And you're making eye contact. You're having a great kind of conversation. You seem
Yeah.
pretty social. And Will saying you bring people together. You're socializing.
Yeah.
I've met some animators through Simeon where I go, whoa, it makes sense that you kind of isolate yourself for 50 hours a week and you only stare at a notebook or a computer. And on your free time, you're watching animation. And here you
Yeah.
are at a party. It's your 1 hour a week of socializing. So respect to you.
Thank you. I think
You're
if
crushing it.
if you are good at socializing, or even just normal at socializing, definitely recommend getting into animation. You'll really be able to stand out pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, you're just instantly the top of your
gonna
class. I'm like,
kill it.
this guy's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I really was partially bracing for like, all right, he might just be kind of awkward.
He's like
but
animating while we're interviewing him.
Animators are
this
great.
guy's like Bradley Cooper right now, just mad charming.
I will say, I think that one of the things that I love about animation, and specifically, like one of my favorite things to do, is going to animation festivals,
Yeah.
which I like more than film festivals and a lot of other kinds of like, different like industries, like the fine arts world or like music or whatever. The thing about animation that is great, that makes film festivals extra great to me, or animation festivals rather, is that animators are just not like remotely famous. Like there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
real clout. Like there's a little bit, but it's like very minimal. So it's like everyone goes to these festivals and everyone kind of hangs out together. Whereas like when you go to Sundance or something,
Yeah.
it's like there's like the secret like
Kylie Jenner
Illuminati
exclusive
echelon
lounge.
of like like the super, and then there's like all the like feature like director people that are
Yeah.
all like hanging out in their special group and maybe getting invited to some of those parties, and then there's like all the short filmmakers and maybe they're getting to meet some of the feature people but probably not, and then like all the normies that are going and maybe hanging out with some short, and it's like this weird tiered system, and it's just like
Ecosystem.
I much prefer like going to Annecy. The Ottawa Animation Festival is my favorite. Pictoplasma is another favorite. I'm about to go there in Berlin.
Oh yeah.
And
Shit.
at these festivals also you meet the most like social animators too, like the ones
Yeah.
that are the best at and everyone's really nice and chill, and like that's the thing that I love about those kind of festivals is just like everyone hangs out, like there's not really a lot of egos, you're just meeting so many cool people and seeing so much cool work, and it's like there's no really like fame or money involved in like making animated short films, so like it
about
just like
love
makes
and hustle.
it just makes it a beautiful experience.
I mean, I'm jealous. I see Annecy and Pictoplasma. It looks like a beautiful experience, but I'm like, I'm not an animator.
Just start.
Well,
no, dude, don't say
I don't know,
that.
dude.
I got a
when,
voice
maybe
act
when
for,
our
like-
next short gets into fucking Annecy.
Going as a VO actor, just like, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, if you're doing any 2-minute
Yeah,
shorts.
The voice
the
is
most
here.
famous people that were at Annecy last time I was there were Andy Serkis.
Oh, wow.
Who we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Gollum and,
Yeah.
and Lord of the Rings and shit. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. And then also I think Wes Anderson did a talk there. Like Michel Gondry was there. Like
Whoa.
one time.
Some goats.
There's some clout.
Some
There's
legends
goats.
are
There's
there.
some people, but it's like really like those are like the rare
rare birds.
exceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question, not to kind of distract a little bit, but I'm wondering, as an animator, as an artist, and going back to maybe even high school years for you, can you maybe speak on drawing like breasts and the naked female body, and
Really
if
like
that
that,
was
Alex.
kind of something for you at a young age, and you know, you could even say you could create your own.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. I
Give some advice out there for our
mean,
listeners.
On how to draw
I don't
breasts.
know how much I want to talk about.
No,
this,
please, we
but-
want. Well,
but,
Have you been to a live nude
I
drawing?
do remember like certainly like I mean I don't do anything like that anymore, but I do
anymore.
I do
In the past,
remember
everyone
like
listening.
discovering like hentai as like a like a middle schooler.
Sure, okay.
And being like, whoa, this is crazy. And then I remember being on a school trip and there was like, you know, we're just like a bunch of fucking like I was in an all boys school, the Fenn School for Boys, Concord, Massachusetts. Shout out.
Whoa.
Fence school.
A lot of horny rage
Can I
was
just
built
say that
up there.
that's like a being in prison and you can like create pornography. People are like, yo, Chris.
That was basically what they were asking me to do. My classmates and shit. Like I remember one of them asked me that, and I like was like, yeah, sure. And then I think he like maybe jacked off to it.
Wow,
You're helping your
what a
boys
gift.
relax,
Well,
bro.
it's like you're a farmer in the old times, and you're growing the crops in your front
A
yard.
rare
ridiculous.
resource. That's gonna be your apocalypse job.
Yeah,
I always say
this is
that.
kind of an insane thing to remember. Like I totally forgot about this. And,
drew-
and
And
I
also,
hate to say
to say aloud on a podcast. Like
Who's the guy that jerked off? Can we do a shout out?
Just first name.
Michael Rucksack? I forget. His,
Great, big text.
We
We're gonna
actually- we should
Instagram reel
definitely
big
put that
text.
We'll do a picture.
We're gonna
We
find
should
his LinkedIn.
definitely- You get one.
We're gonna
bleep.
find his LinkedIn.
You get one bleep
Yeah,
on the episode.
we were
should definitely
saying
bleep
it's gonna
that.
be at the 28-minute.
We were
mark.
saying earlier, Chris brought us 3 matchas, so he's allowed to have 3 bleeps. Our past guests don't bring us any gifts
Zero
or drinks, and so they don't get bleeps. so that's just a rule going
You're
forward.
supposed to bring fresh berries.
Yeah, and so actually, I went to the deli, and the berries were $8, and I went, nah, too
I would've
cheap.
Venmo'd you.
Oh, I brought cookies.
That's okay. We'll hand them
Oh.
out in between episodes. Intermission.
Okay.
Do you want a cookie now?
No, I'm okay. Oh, let's look pretty good.
Entenmann's black and white cookie look
Okay.
kind of
Little
nice.
classy move.
Look kind of
classy
nice. So
move.
I actually brought that. I forgot to kind of whip that out. A
Little bit swaggy.
And
Love
so yeah, what's your advice for drawing breasts? Again, just to double down to our listeners.
Yeah.
Or have you ever done a live nude drawing?
Oh,
thing?
definitely. Yeah, a lot.
I've
lot
never
of.
done
I mean,
that.
you got to do that figure drawing. That's
You
like,
have to. Is
Have
it
you
fun?
posed?
It is really no.
Okay.
I haven't posed.
It's erotic?
It is not erotic really at all. It's very rare that you have like somebody that you'd be attracted to being the one that's posing, but
But
you
when
know-
it does happen,
The microphone. Sorry, man.
oh shit.
No. You just. I think you.
Oh yeah. But
I'm sorry, man.
You
I'm
should
sorry.
you should try it. I recommend trying it for sure. It is a
Trying
weird
that we,
thing
we
where
model
it's like,
or that we draw a nude
We
figure.
should do the same class, Alex, and one of us should model. And then
I
one
mean,
of
you
us
should try
draw.
both.
Okay,
Honestly,
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
down for it, I
Good
would.
bet.
I would. If you, I mean, you should just do one here, and we should draw you.
That's
We
what
can
we're
film
doing.
it, yeah.
But it is.
should do an
It is
activation.
funny.
Yeah.
It is so weird though how it's like it's such a. Everyone's acting like, oh, this is like normal, like and fine, like that is a naked person here, and we're
Yeah.
just all like looking at them and studying them and like whatever, and just drawing their dick or whatever it is, like
The human
and-
brain, man.
And you know, it's just like, yeah, we just decided like that's fine and that's cool, and like normally that would be weird, but we're all artists and we're all serious about this, and it's like it's a very, I don't know, it's bizarre.
That's how I feel about the bathroom in a professional work environment, where I'm like, this is like an unfinished zone of social development.
Dude,
But we're all
totally.
I've heard my boss just like, dude,
I gotta
meeting,
say-
and I'm like, bro, you're like,
I gotta
a dog.
say, I don't know if I should say this on the podcast, but I think it's fine.
Sounds like something
I want to
you should say.
apologize to Jack Wedge, who we were at the studio that we Hornet that we both he's repped by them, and we're working on stuff with them or whatever. And we were in this big meeting together for a while, and I like really had to take a shit, and I never ever shit in public restrooms. Like I like avoid that like as hard
Phobia
as
of
possible.
yours.
A little bit, yeah.
I feel similarly, but I've gotten over it recently.
And then at the end of the meeting, I'm like getting kind of held up, like talking to the head of CG at Hornet, Picorn, awesome guy.
Shout out, man.
Name drop it in this story about
Invest
you
in
shitting.
invest in MLP, please. man,
And
seriously.
and then I'm like, hey, I actually really have to like go to the bathroom, but like I'd like to talk about this more later. He's like, cool, no worries. And then I'm like about to go, and then Jack is like, hey Chris, you know where the bathroom is? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's like over there. And then I'm like, fuck, he's gonna be in the bathroom while I'm shitting. And then we end up both shitting in the stall next to each other, and I have these really bright neon shoes that it's like he's gonna know it's me.
Yeah.
So then I just started like talking to him while we were shitting next to each other, doing kind of a buddy shit
Yep,
scenario.
I've been there.
But I just hope it didn't make him feel weird, and it was, I swear to God, not a thing I was doing on purpose. And I love you,
power
Jack.
It's kind of your hazing
not a
move
power
for other
move.
But I
animators
think that
who you
is-
want to kind of
that is just
fuck
insane.
with.
You're
Yeah.
like, I'm smelling Chris's poop. Like that's like
I didn't smell anything from Jack, and hopefully same vice versa. You know, we overlapped for a second, but I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to kind of acknowledge, like, hey, just so you know, I know that that's you, Jack, and I'm here also, and I know you're going to be able to tell that it's me.
Dude, I went to a performing art. Good job on that shit. I went to a performing arts summer camp named French Woods, and there was a guy there who now is a pop star, like Disney pop star. His name is just Max, and I saw him perform at this summer camp. He killed it. Everyone there is like, "You're the GOAT. Like, we love you. You're a superstar." I was shitting next to him after his show, after his like musical.
You were both shitting.
We were both shitting. I don't know how I knew it was him. I think I heard his voice or something. And then we were pooping, and I was like, "Hey, man, like, you were really good in that production." And that
Nice set.
it helped me talk to him because
Yeah.
otherwise he would have been too
Wow.
famous. But there was the poop barrier that was broken. Parallel play.
That's incredible.
And I was like, "You were really good in that production of Blood Brothers."
Is parallel play?
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Sounded like Michael Jackson.
that's incredible.
Yo, thanks, man. Parallel play is when you're next to someone facing the same direction, and you like, it's a psychological thing where you fuck with them more. That's why you have like good conversations on a road trip.
Interesting.
Totally.
And like swinging does it.
Yeah.
It is really real. I really believe in that.
Interesting.
I have an old friend who's incapable of having like a good conversation unless we're walking on like a long walk next to each other. He can't sit down and have the once a year catch up. He
That's
has
beautiful
to be
that you know that
walking
about your
along like a little river, and then he's
has to
like,
be
and then he
aesthetic, yeah.
really opens up, and we have an amazing conversation.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so you're kind of in the you're doing on the side sexual animation, just to kind of clarify that.
For
You're
kids in middle school, you
I'm not, but
you,
Well,
you do American hentai. That's like one of the
American
things you're
stuff.
responsible for. The wave of that, right?
no.
Okay, cool.
But,
My bad. Sorry, Will told me that. Yeah, my bad.
But it's interesting. I mean, I work a lot with my buddy Cole, who is
Can we shout him
incredible-
out?
Shout out
Cole
Cole.
Kush.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that guy. Dayworld.
Dayworld.
Amazing.
I mean, I became friends with him because I reached out to him when Dayworld came out, which
Wow.
is right after I graduated
love
from
Dayworld.
Pratt, and I was like, "This is incredible." I heard him on Doug Pound's podcast.
Wow.
Shout out DJ Doug Pound.
And
That coming
who actually I have been on his podcast before, the one other non-animator
him and Brent?
podcast. Yeah.
Yes, I was on that with Piers
Fuck yeah.
forever ago. They're rocks.
Love those guys.
They're rocks.
Yeah, Brent is so funny. They're my rocks.
They're
Yeah, I met Doug through. We both worked on that Pornhub Awards thing.
with what were they?
A
Again?
lot of legends there.
Mr. Cum and DJ Banana.
Mr.
And wait,
Cobb.
so they were animated hosting the show
Yes.
on a screen.
Did we get that beginning
Yeah,
part?
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Said it
so.
again.
We
Okay,
got
cool.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
So
a nice intro to the episode.
no, perfect. So also shout out to Diane Martell, R.I.P. She died recently, but she
Shout out.
the camera just died. R.I.P.
Camera died. Just
but-
like
Sorry to
Diane,
interrupt that.
unfortunately,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately,
But
just like Diane. Rest in
Diane
peace.
was
Rest in peace, Diane.
Diane was really, really like pretty crazy lady, but like legend also. Like mad respect to her. Like no shade at all. Not very good at directing this thing though, I will say.
She was the head of
She was
Pornhub.
the director of the Pornhub
She was directing.
Awards.
She was directing this spot, and I don't know if I'm even allowed to talk about this, but
Nobody
I don't
listens
think
to
anyone
this
cares.
She died.
I don't think
It's
anyone cares.
Pornhub. Like,
No one cares about
they're
this
weird.
or that.
Yeah.
But she was really kooky. She like called me and Cole for the first time on this job, like FaceTime, just like lying on the couch. And
That's awesome.
She I remember so she like directed a bunch of like Wu-Tang videos in like the
Whoa.
90s and like was like a choreographer and like just like she's like again like mad respect. She's like a legend. And for some reason she was doing this. She has never done animation before. And it was kind of a little bit of a nightmare, like working for her, trying to figure out what she wanted because, like, she's there's these funny ideas about what we're animating, Mr. Cum, the vaudeville, like, cum blob dripping and stuff. But she at one point is giving us a note, trying to get us to like figure out like what kind of animation she wants for it.
Yeah.
And I would say this is basically like the worst note I've ever gotten in my entire life, potentially. Where she was like, yeah, I want the animation to be really kind of like steppy, like this and that. And I was like, well, kind of like this, like, no, not quite like this, like more like I want it to be like, and I was like, okay, like I don't know exactly what you mean. Can you like pull up a reference? Like, can you show me like some animation that like is in this vein? Like me and Cole are both asking her, and she said like, Cole, Chris, I can't show you a reference because this type of animation has never been done before.
Wow.
And I was like, that's
awesome.
insane. That is the most insane note I've ever gotten.
She's
from
like,
someone.
show you a reference, actually.
It's like I need you guys to discover and invent a new style of animation.
But that's why
never
she
been
should
done
go.
before for the
closest you
Pornhub
got
Awards.
Was Steppy? Steppy is.
I don't think we got there.
She sounds
but
like Steve Jobs, honestly. Like she's thinking in different
I wonder if I could
universes.
send a clip of this to you guys to include in the thing.
Please.
Yeah, I have two questions. They never made it. Mr. Cum and DJ Banana
Yeah,
never made it.
we might. No, we did make it. And
But like it made it into the awards.
it made
show?
it into the awards
Oh,
as far
so we
as I
could
know.
Google it and find them. Maybe?
I don't think it's online anywhere,
Okay.
but I can send you the clip that I have, and
That would be amazing.
I think basically it's just kind of like, yeah, we're definitely like not supposed to post it, but like no one's gonna know, and if they send a cease and desist, just take it down.
Well, and that would be good for us.
we'll cross that bridge.
I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
this:
yeah, yeah.
us being sued by Pornhub would be
That would be
really good for the
really
male
good for the
loneliness
male
project.
loneliness
So
project.
we
We're
would
down.
we
We're
would
down.
like this.
Perfect.
And then
actually.
second, did you go to the award show?
No, it was all during COVID. It was online.
Oh.
It was
That's
a
why
live
there were
stream.
I'm sorry,
animated
man.
host.
Yeah.
Because I'm remembering Kanye was doing stuff at the Pornhub Awards like years
Yes.
ago, like
Yeah.
5-6 years
If I was
ago.
That was
watching-
sick with Lil Pump and the
Yeah,
blocky,
yeah.
Wow.
blocky.
yeah.
Things, Roblox.
That was
inspired
probably the
video game.
coolest era, and then second coolest era of the Pornhub Awards were yours. And Will still watches every year.
I watch
still,
every
'cause
year.
He's,
And
he's
I
a
can just-
completionist.
I'm glad that they made the mascot come. That's who I want to see hosting my Pornhub awards.
Definitely.
Because it reminds me of what comes out of my penis. And I go, oh, got it. That's a reference to that.
Cool.
Video game?
I think I was screen recording a picture of the screen, so it was just that for a while. That's cool though.
It's all good, man.
It's all good.
Oh, it stopped recording.
It's all good. That's why we do it. That's a big part of the charm of doing this, is that it's just, you never know and it doesn't matter, and it's kind of stop motion, and this is kind of animation.
Keep going, guys. We're having some technical difficulties with the
Do
computer.
you like Ralph Bakshi?
Ralph Bakshi.
You like that guy?
What the hell is that?
So
I love that
he
guy.
did he did what? He did Fritz the Cat. He did the Lord of the Rings,
He
like
did-
the weird old one.
He did Wizards, Heavy Traffic.
Wizards.
I'm obsessed with him. He's my favorite animator.
I'm trying to think if I've actually seen anything that he's done, because I have seen that old Hobbit. I think
You should
I don't
watch his
watch
movie
VHS.
Heavy Traffic.
I don't watch that kind of
I
stuff.
will. It's one of my favorite movies.
Sure.
It's amazing. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like made in the 70s. It's just fucking crazy. And
Yeah.
some parts it's like he like can't afford to even animate, so he's just filming and then animating over it. And it's this crazy. And it's about an animator.
Yeah.
Fucking a ping pong table or what's it called?
He's a freak.
He's a weirdo freak.
Yeah, no, I mean, I should familiarize myself with him more. I feel like a sort of modern person that's doing like equivalent sort of style is this animator Worthy Kids, Ian Worthington, very talented, recreating a lot of cool old styles in Blender. I also feel like, yeah, Richard Williams, who made he did Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He did The Thief and the Cobbler, is like a really legendary weird animation that he spent like I feel like 30 years on or some shit.
Whoa.
But he wrote this book called The Animator's Survival Kit. That's like the book that every animator has to get.
Yeah.
Like, that is somewhat, controversial due to like some sexist-ish sort of like.
Did he have a relationship with a 16-year-old?
He said women don't draw well.
No.
Guys draw better than girls?
He just like made a whole section of the book about like how to animate a woman walking. That was like a little like
Well,
sort of like,
Interesting. Might be
and then,
important.
and then he
I
was
don't know. I
like,
don't
it's
know.
kind of like how a gay guy walks. Also,
And what time? What era was this? 70s, 80s?
I think this is probably
2000?
80s or 90s that he wrote this book.
Actually,
Okay.
kind of how a gay guy walks,
Yeah.
actually. Throwing the ass around.
I've never really
Did you
thought
read,
about
I think
that.
it's Scott McCloud, like How to Draw Comics.
I've definitely had a copy of it before. I'm sure I've
My
skimmed it and
dad
shit.
bought that when I was really young, and I read it thinking that it was a comic book, but it's a comic book about how to draw comics. So
Yeah.
I was just like reading it as a kid, being like, what the fuck is
What
this?
is going on?
What is this?
The story makes no sense.
A lot of shit like that. I read a Spider-Man book that was Choose Your Own Adventure, but I didn't understand how to choose your own adventure, so I just read straight through it.
Do you guys remember the and Captain Underpants and
Oh,
Dave Pilkey books, the
Flipporama.
Flipporama?
Amazing.
I
Very
don't remember
influential.
that.
I love Dave Pilkey.
I think that
Shout
really
out.
should have taught me and taught more people that you can do animation with such a little amount of
Yeah.
like drawings. Like you don't
Yeah.
your brain, the persistence of vision it's called that
Boom.
it creates is like
That's your number one ally.
Totally.
The persistence.
I think that's
of
the
vision.
word.
It just needs to be two pictures back and forth.
yeah,
Quick.
totally.
That's all it
yeah.
needs to be.
What
Really?
about the things at the end of Mad magazines where you fold them in half?
Oh, what is that called? I love those fold-ins or something. I think
I
they're
think,
called.
yeah.
Really a really crazy technique.
Al Jaffe, shout out, great cartoonist for Mad.
to get
died at 101
deep
years
into the
old.
weeds
Okay.
with animation.
Please, we need
technique
this.
for a second.
Yes.
A thing that I figured out is that like so basically like yeah you can do something with like the two drawn. I don't know if this will make sense to you guys, but just
Wait, hold the microphone
go
a
with
little
me for
closer.
a sec. So if you do two different drawings that you're kind of trying to like flip between, if you like pad them slightly by adding an extra frame of each drawing where you're kind of like just barely changing it, like you're just barely kind of like scaling it or nudging it or whatever.
Okay.
So it's like drawing one, slightly shrunken or squashed version of drawing one that you just like manipulate with like the tool in Photoshop or whatever. Drawing two, and then slightly, it'll look really good. It'll like feel really nice. Like it's like a real hack to do animation cheaply. The term that I made up for it is snappy tweens.
Whoa.
We like that. That's an official Rutledge.
But if you ever want to try animating
Professor.
some shit really simply,
I
give
do
that a
wanna
try.
try.
It'll look good.
Okay.
Guys, that's an exclusive.
It's a
That's
hack.
for free, and
That's
we're
some
giving that shit out for free.
But the
He's a fucking
Patreon-
college
the Patreon
professor.
episode.
That's an animation professor giving you a fucking lesson for free, bitch. Fuck you.
Venmo me $5.
Okay.
Do you have any other tips?
Wait, well,
for,
oh no, you know the tips. This is
other
good.
Further tips for animation or how to address the symptoms of male loneliness epidemic, anything like that? Maybe a tip that applies for both.
Yeah. I think maybe like if you do animation, go to social events for animation and you'll meet other autistic animators that you can hang out with, and you don't have to be as lonely anymore. That was really the game changer for me, was for the first time attending the Ottawa Animation Festival when it was 2016 and I was like at Pratt. that really blew my mind and like kind of made me realize like, oh, this is like what I want to do is I want to make shorts so that it can screen at an event like this. Because just posting them online is very isolating and shit. But screening them with everybody and getting to meet them and hang out, that really made me feel like, oh, this is the catharsis, you know?
Damn. Hell yeah. Well, I have a question.
Great
I guess I mean it's maybe part of why Will and I kind of brought you here and we like have you in the room is just if you could kind of basically Will and I have been developing. We want you to develop a cartoon for us where we kind of do our signature voices, and we're kind of here, and we just want some notes on kind of our voices that we're.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so Will and I have been developing these voices and characters, and well, you know, you work with animation, a lot of voice actors. Like, what would kind of your advice? Like, because I've kind of been doing like a, hi, like, gee Willie, man.
Oh yeah,
golly!
You've given me good notes before.
So
on voice
what would you
acting.
kind of say
really?
on that? What kind of voices do you look for when you're kind of casting? Because we have some characters.
I think the problem with that voice is that that's kind of a voice that like anybody can do.
Anyone
Body,
can do.
Yeah,
Copy. Totally.
And you know mine.
I
is
disagree.
kind of the Joe Kappa style. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing down there?
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a little more nuanced.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hello,
what's the?
Uncle Alex is here. Hello.
And
I don't like that. I don't like
Well,
that.
it's a Jewish cartoon. It's an Israeli propaganda cartoon. I'm pitching. I'm pitching. Yeah.
We actually
Sorry,
do want to
develop.
make a mobile mini game. That's the Male Loneliness Project game.
Okay.
Then it's like he's running around. And it's
That's
kind of like
great.
Subway Surfers.
Oh, I have an idea for someone that could help you with something like that.
That would be awesome. Actually,
I'll be
to
your
make
producer.
That would be awesome.
That's
Yeah.
so-
Hey, Peter. Yeah.
Alex is trying to get
that'd
cast.
be really good.
So again, I'm having all
Just
these
thought-
different.
Wait,
like
what
I'm going
was-
deep and high and Jewish, and so that's kind of interesting.
Wait,
right?
I gotta
You think
know
that's
what was
cool?
the advice that I gave you. What was this voice acting advice that you?
No, remember I sent you.
Yeah.
I feel like I got
Right.
in the Chris studio with your voice acting because you have a. This is going to be extremely hard to articulate, but there's a thing that you kind of mentioned, which is like if you're doing a clip of a podcast,
Yes.
it can't just be like the people talking animated or something.
Right. Yeah. I think I was saying that a lot of times when people animate like a clip of a podcast or something, they're like, this person's telling a story on the podcast, and then they're like drawing like, here's the guy walking, and then like here's like the store that appears that he goes into, and then like, you know, and then he's talking about like getting in a plane accident, and there's like an airplane, and then the drawing and blah blah blah. And it's like what's actually more interesting, and this is kind of what I think like animators like Joe Kappa or Joe Bennett are really good at, is instead of showing like, you know, or like really like showing the things that the person's talking about, just do the acting of the character, have them telling the story, animate them, and animate the nuances of like how they say certain things or like whatever, and really like you're sort of like showing like the way that they kind of like perform and the unique eccentricities of that character, and animating a realistic like normal voice and not like a crazy cartoony voice or whatever, like is like kind of a lot funnier and a lot more relatable and a lot more interesting, because then like also any of the acting choices that are being made, you know, are like really deliberate and like really observed.
Right.
Well, I feel like that's what like you Dap, Felipe, Simeon, this like new animation style of like a little Joe Kappa, just like a hand scratching the chest at a certain timing. I feel like you articulate that very well, which I see that.
Yeah, like have the guy telling the story and like be like doing another thing like grilling or something like, while he's telling the story, and like, you know, like playing with the spatula or like as he's like talking about a certain bit or whatever. And
that's like straight up facts and shit, mate. Yeah, but no, and it's like you and like Simeon and like Felipe. That's like the new wave. It's like this new like new like animation shit where it's like we're not SpongeBob anymore. It's like grow the fuck up, bro.
Not SpongeBob.
no, it's like we're not just Pokemon anymore. It's a new wave. It's an alternative kind of thing, man.
The style is called Neo Toonami. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Toonami used to scare
It's called
the fuck
American
out of me.
Hentai.
Tsunami was freaky.
That little robot guy
American
used to-
Hentai is a good band
I like
name.
American Hentai. That's a good band name.
Good band name.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
take
American Hentai is a good
And
band
I'm
name.
back, and I'm fucking back. I'm back to just
With
normal
that
voice.
quote, you're back. You nailed
back.
the landing. Okay, American Hentai. I mean, I'm gonna write that down on my notes.
Pretty crazy idea having a note of band names in your phone.
I got a
have
name
a few.
stolen from me by my friend. I said in a sentence, "Plastic surgery tiger," or like "plastic surgery Siberian tiger," and he was like, yo, I'm gonna steal that. And I was like, no, I came up with that. Wrote a song about it.
That's
Wow.
fucked up. Who?
Don't I get credits?
You should.
Fucking Kenny.
Victory
Fucking
Land?
Kenny.
That's an name? Yeah.
Kenny
Fuck
Beats?
that guy.
Nope.
Coming
he's
on the
not
pod
nearly as
soon.
famous as that guy. Never will be.
But
our
yeah,
next
so
guest
you're
on the
you're down
podcast.
to like fully animate Will and I's pilot we've been developing.
I would be
about
I
like
would
the
be
lonely guy.
honored.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
About a lonely
The
guy
thing
that, like,
about
blows up a
animators
mall.
is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're all like they have no ideas. They're dying for people to come and say, "Hey, I have this idea for an animation,"
Interesting.
so that they can make it because they can't.
Interesting.
Do you think
they
that's
can
because
only
they're
do the animation
overwhelmed? They're
part.
like, I could animate anything. What should I do?
It does be maybe.
Yeah, totally. I think
ever feel like a
I think
god?
animators have like unlimited free time and just like are like if you have an idea for a cartoon, you should go find an animator and tell them it because they'd probably be so thankful.
Well, sometimes it's nice to have a rule. And when Simeon and I have made stuff, like he's come to me, he's like, we should have a rule for this. Like there should only be two perspectives of this, or like, oh, I'm only going to draw on paper with one character and this thing, and like, and
Simeon
I feel like
likes
for him,
rules.
because he's
Totally.
animating all the time, he likes to have a rule for himself, and I like think
No,
that's an
definitely.
interesting way to.
I feel like
make
Simeon's
anything,
a very
not just-
disciplined guy,
Totally,
and
he is.
Felipe is also very good, like with like kind of structure and like thinking about
senses.
things in that kind of context. But they just make really crazy shit, despite being very like sort of like seemingly methodical and organized.
Wait, can you go back
do you
to
have a
how?
good
Oh, wait, sorry.
Simeon impression?
I do. I don't. Out
feel
of
like
respect
Alex
for him,
would, yeah.
It
would definitely get racial. Though, I
It's.
feel like.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't even want to do that.
Racist to Bulgarian.
I don't want to
Yeah,
attempt. Yes,
dude,
I have a problem with them. Simeon's one of the good ones, I gotta say, but it's fine. Yeah, no, okay.
Do you ever feel like
bailed
that was
on
good?
it, bailed on it.
That
bailed on
was
it.
so
It was a second.
good.
It was a second. Simeon, I'm sorry if you're listening
sorry,
to this. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you.
One of the few
I
people
love
that
you.
actually listens to this podcast, so we're just gonna.
So I love
We
you.
have to do it.
I love you, dude. I
Someone
love
did
you,
a
man.
really good impression of him
Seriously,
recently.
you're really great and kind.
I'm sure he would love it.
Wait, can you go back to the Cole Cush thing? We kind of, I think,
Oh,
completely
yeah.
cut you off and deviated. That's just kind of Will and I's investigative
I wasn't
journalism
doing
style.
anything.
And
No, totally.
yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
someone's
well,
getting a
so
little
you reached
cookie
out to him
curious.
because you were a fan. And then he was like, "Oh, he saw what you made and thought it was good."
I was like, "Hey,
You were already good in college.
Here's what
I'll
I
open
did.
it while you talk.
Here's what I did. I said ASMR.
Wow.
I said hey, I saw Day World. It's incredible. One of my favorite things ever. If you guys get picked up as a show and you need more animators, let me know. I just graduated from college and I use all the same software as you, which was partially true, partially a lie, but I could figure it out. Tutorials or
So
whatever.
you cold emailed or cold DM'd?
Cold
Fuck yeah.
Kush.
Ice cold.
That's a lesson out there.
And I cold emailed, and I also was like, and I'm not gonna put a link to my work. I'm just gonna type my name, and he can Google me if he wants.
Nice.
And then he
Big dick
did.
style.
And then he did.
Hell yeah.
Just to make me seem less desperate,
Yeah.
Another great lesson out
What a
there.
great tip.
Yeah.
I got a lot of tips like that. And this is great. Thank you.
No problem. Again,
What are you
Alex
eating
Senti
right
brought
now? What are you
those. He's
munching
really
on?
a good guy, good
This
co-host.
is a black and white cookie.
Entenmann's.
They're not what I expected. I don't know if I've had these before.
Well,
Honestly.
this is a little
They're
different than
iconic,
like a
though.
classic New York like baked fresh, but it's still good and I like it. And
dark chocolate?
hadn't had one in a while. It's dark chocolate and actually the cookie
Wow.
itself is kind of a lemony thing.
Wow, dark
And,
chocolate. I really.
Black and
I
white
don't think
cookie.
people
It's
care about-
classic New York, and this guy's from LA, and so he just doesn't know. But we're in New
People
York
don't care about
City,
that?
man. We're a
don't
New
care
York
about that.
podcast. We have black and white cookies. That's
What
just
were you
kind
saying,
of our
Chris?
style.
I was saying, yeah. So I called the email them.
Well, and yeah, there you go.
We don't have these in LA.
Except
So
at Cantor's, that place sucks. Just kidding. It's cool. Cool vibe. Look,
Cantor's, a nice
Never been.
cheap meal.
you've never been?
I've
Oh.
never been to Cantor's.
It's 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It
Yeah,
is.
cool. Yeah, if you go to Brain Dead, that's kind of the only place you can go afterwards. Brain Dead Theater.
Some crazy nights. I end up at Cantor's.
At
But-
Brain Dead.
Holding court with the
I was
Heim
there with
sisters.
Cole.
Fuck it.
Yep.
After a fun Eternal Family screening.
Excellent segue.
And we saw a great movie. Shout out Eternal Family. Highly recommend subscribing to that shit if you're not on it already.
Boom. Sponsor us.
Dude, yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let me make that happen.
Email.
Let me make that happen.
Yeah. I'm not going to touch my word. I'm just going to be like, well, don't get. Yeah. It's like,
Exactly. Yeah. Cold email him. But basically, he was like, "Hey, thanks a lot. By the way, The Loaf Zone is amazing," which is my film that again was inspired largely by Simeon's film, among other films.
Yeah.
So he checked it out. And, Cole doesn't have a background in animation. He has like a medical background.
This is what I've heard. I was going to ask you this. Yeah, he did 3D body scanning, right?
So he did I don't know exactly the kind of shit that he did, but Cole's got a whole load of crazy medical issues and stuff. And
didn't know this stuff.
He's kind of deep into that world and fascinated by like medical stuff and rotation plasties. I don't know if you are familiar with rotation plasties, an insane medical procedure that you should definitely look up on Google.
I didn't know. That's such a cool background for getting into body 3D animation.
Yeah, totally.
Okay?
Okay.
And so Cole was then later working on this music video for Jerry Paper, where it was
Shout out Jerry Paper.
CG composited into live action footage of like them at the park with the CG character who's kind of a freaky Cole Cush guy. And he emailed me and he was like, hey, like, I know you kind of have like a background in this stuff. Like, I'm curious, like, I'm trying to do some like CG live action compositing, like, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, if you have any tips or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it was like cool that it was like, oh, cool. Now I'm like one of the people that he can go to that has like sort of a formal training on all this kind of shit and like can help point him in the right direction. So we started chatting about that. And then I was like, dude, you should submit your films to the Ottawa Animation Festival. You're in Canada already. It's fucking easy. Right, so he did submit a bunch of stuff, and this Mac DeMarco music video that he did for Here Comes the Cowboy got in, which is an amazing video. And we met up at the Ottawa Animation Festival. And then around that time, he was like, hey, I got this project that could be good to collab on. Music video for the band Tonight, which is Hudson Mohawk and Lunas. And I was like a huge fan of them, like, since like high school. They kind of like invented like the modern like what kind of became like trap music sort of like by accident and almost like a regrettable way for them. But I really liked
Wait, was that the music video with the heads that are like flying into each other?
No, I'm not sure which one you're talking about. This one was a music video where it's basically like Cole pitched this video, I believe, to them and also to Green Day, and Green Day rejected it, but they were down to do it, and they had like a much smaller budget than Green Day for it. But it was like the band members, so Hudson Mohawk and Lunas, being born out of like a little orb as babies that I like simulated like the fluid and whatever of, and then crawling around and then starting to like walk and then getting older and then eventually like walking through this weird Cole Cush world and becoming like old and then getting close to dying and then like kind of getting absorbed back into this ball that like then recycles them back into the beginning. And I just did like a bunch of effects and simulations for the video.
That reminds me that you said that your favorite shot of Marty Supreme was the semen at the beginning, which I thought was really
my
funny.
favorite shot of my favorite part of Marty Supreme, spoiler alert, is the title sequence. I think that blew my mind. Because if you haven't seen the movie, again, spoiler, it starts out with fucking Timothy and Odessa like a Zion having sex, and then it cuts into a CG animation of like the sperm like fertilizing the egg or whatever.
Whatever it does in there.
Whatever it does in there. We don't know about how that works.
We're still figuring that out as host of the Mail on this project. Yep.
But so that's happening, and then like that egg is sort of like turning, and then like eventually like you kind of realize, oh shit, it's becoming a ping pong ball flying through the air that he then hits with the paddle. And I'm so like, sick. That is so funny. But the other crazy thing about that to me is that this type of thing is such a rare thing to be able to sort of like achieve in a theater where you have a bunch of people watching a film, which is like one of my favorite kind of reactions you can get out of an audience, which is where different people in the audience are realizing the transition that's happening, that's going from an egg into a ping pong ball at different points, and it's kind of this delayed like staggered reaction. And I love that kind of shit. I'll say like another like example of that was like one of the craziest film screening experiences of my life was going to the Ottawa Animation Festival and seeing this film called Horsepower by this animator Dana Sink, who's like also a professional Donkey Kong player.
That's good.
But do that.
But he made this film where it's like a Rube Goldberg 2D animated, like, you know, illustration-y kind of like pencil or pen drawing sequence of a loop of like a Rube Goldberg like perpetual motion machine. And so that kind of one of those is playing, and then 15 seconds later it like cuts to like another like perpetual motion machine, and then 15 seconds later it cuts to another one.
That's pretty cool.
And it kind of goes through like 16 of these different perpetual motion Rube Goldberg machines.
Yeah.
And then it cuts back to the first one, and then it that plays for like 7 seconds this time, and then it goes to the next one again, which is like it plays for like 7 seconds again, and then it goes all the way through the loop of all 16 of them, and then it goes back to the first one again, and it only plays for like 2 seconds this time, and then it goes to the next one, and they start playing faster, and then you realize, oh, all these Rube Goldberg machines are all also frames of like a horse running, and you can see a horse running like as it's cutting faster and faster. And different people were realizing it at different times in the audience, and it was like this holy shit fucking crazy like slam dunk like indie animation moment that was like so insane.
It just blew my mind. That was
but the Marty Supreme sequence reminded me of that specifically, just because it's again that delayed staggered kind of reaction. Is like, how do you pull that off with an audience? It's like very tricky, you know.
I just thought it was so funny that you were like, yeah, it was my favorite child was the at the very beginning.
Hands down.
Wow, yeah.
It's so funny too. It's
Yeah, it
just
is.
like, I
And
love that
It's kind of a reference
juxtaposition.
to like Uncut Gems opening through the diamond. It's like a minute and a half like slow, and that's diamond into his like prostate exam.
Right.
Is how
Yeah,
Gems opens.
yeah,
And I was like, oh, I guess this is kind of this guy's signature kind of
He likes that.
move is to enter into something.
The whole movie in one.
I'm like, that's a cool fucking signature thing to do. Whoa, okay. Wait, I have to
We gotta
pee
wrap
so
up soon.
bad.
We gotta
okay,
wrap
great.
up soon. Let's do
Okay.
4 or 5 more minutes.
4 or 5 minutes. Okay. South Park or Family Guy, go.
Ooh, South
Gun to your
Park
head.
for
Simpsons
sure.
or Family Guy?
Simpsons.
Pokemon or The Simpsons?
Pokemon.
Ed, and Eddie or Dexter's Lab?
Jimmy Neutron.
Dexter's Lab.
Jimmy Neutron's animation was crazy though, right?
For sure,
When you were a
dude. You
kid,
should look
that-
up the beta version of that shit. It's called Johnny Quasar. It looks like shit, but it's insane. Jimmy
Better
Neutron.
name, I have to say.
Jimmy Neutron was one of the first films to be nominated for a Academy Award for Best Animated Feature.
Whoa.
That was the first year they did
Jimmy
it. It was
Neutron, the movie?
It was Jimmy Neutron, Shrek,
Which
and
one?
and yeah, which won the first animated feature Oscar ever, and Monsters Inc.
Wow.
They fucking
Jimmy
killed
Neutron
it.
deserved to
Yeah,
win.
Jimmy
when all the
Neutron's the
parents
worst.
are doing the chicken butt dance and shit, that hit
Yo,
crazy.
Cow and Chicken or Ren and Stimpy?
John K's creepy, so I'm gonna go with Cow and Chicken, but
Courage the Cowardly
Ren
Dog?
and Stimpy's better, low key.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way about Ren and Stimpy.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is incredible.
It is incredible. It used to scare the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah. I love the variety of styles in that. Shrek is my favorite animated feature of all time, followed by
Interesting.
Emperor's New Groove.
Why is it that graphics are worse now than they used to be? Emperor's New Groove's awesome.
It's because of fucking like you're talking about like VFX.
Yeah.
Because VFX, it's really gotten bad because of just them squeezing the animation studios and the fact that like you can watch these documentaries. Like there's one called Life After Pi about the making of Life of Pi.
Right.
Where
Changed
like
everything.
the studio that like did the VFX for it that won the Oscar like went bankrupt like a week before they won the Oscar, and like VFX companies just get fucking rolled because they're all a bunch of fucking autistic animators that are like interested in just making their cool art, and they're so open to being like abused by the people. Like it's such an abusive,
perfect.
shitty
Yeah,
industry,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
which is why I think if you're doing animation, like you could be a VFX person, you could get into doing TV stuff, you get into doing feature stuff. All of it kind of you get kind of screwed, and it's kind of like this like it's this industry people really want to work in, so it's competitive and like whatever. And there's a lot of abuse and a lot of just like people letting themselves get abused because they're like, oh, I'm so lucky to be doing like this thing that I really want to be doing ever since I was a kid watching this dumb cartoon that I get to work on now that like, you know, but then there's ads. You can work in ads, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny how it's like, oh, all these other things are like, they seem like cool, amazing things to be doing, and then you're getting like kind of abused on the other end of it. And then ads are like, well, you're doing something shitty and horrible up front, but you're getting treated like amazingly as a result, and you're getting paid reasonably. And
Shitty and horribly in that it's like capitalism, evil, like
yeah, exactly. You're just, I mean, you're making fucking advertisements for like poison and shit, you know, like so
Real poison.
But yeah, I don't know.
McDonald's.
I'm selling
That's poison.
Yeah.
There's
The
no
fucking McFlurry
yeah.
is Clorox and bleach. Seriously, everyone listening.
I love it.
Or you could just be sick as fuck as animation, and then make a Patreon, and then you're good.
And with that, we're gonna plug.
We're
your
gonna make a
Patreon right
Patreon.
now. And what's
Let's
your Patreon
go.
name?
We're gonna make our Patreon.
I
Do you
think
have
it's
one?
I do. Yeah. I make tutorials that I post on there.
Amazing.
Damn. Follow Chris Rutledge, Christopher,
Christopher Rutledge.
on Patreon. We're gonna collab post our Patreon episode, so we both get paid from it.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks
Patreon's
for being our
launching in
guest,
3 years.
Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Alex,
having me.
So we're
I have
ending
to
an
pee
amazing
really bad.
interview.
Or you guys can just keep
No,
going.
no. It's an
All right, so
hour.
we're
We're
hour
done.
and 4. We hit an hour. That's
3,
what we need.
2,
okay,
1.
thanks for doing the pod.
Thank
Bye.
It's the Pornhub Awards. It's the best night on earth. We're celebrating boobs and pussies that squirt and penises with girth. Yes, my name is Mr. Cum. I'm the host of the show. I like to beat my dilly willy bum diddy bum. I rub my clitty willy with my finger and thumb. My name is Mr. Cum. We're gonna have so much fun at the 2020 Pornhub Awards. DJ Banana, I see you're texting me right now, but I'm in the middle of the opening number.
But Mr. Cum, aren't you excited about Autumn Falls?
Yes, I am excited about
She's
Autumn
got some
Falls.
real beautiful gazongas.
Yes, she has beautiful kazongas. Can we get back to the show? Let's get back to the show. It's the who's who of fuck. So I wish you good luck at the 2020 Pornhub Awards.
Oh yeah! Best day of my life!
DJ!
Come on, you horny motherfuckers, it's the 200th annual Pornhub Awards!
Third? It's the third annual Pornhub Awards.
Third annual Pornhub Awards, you slick bitches!
Oh, DJ Banana.
Has 2020 kicked you in the dick? Well, kick back!
DJ Banana!
What? I'm litty lit right now. This freaking rules, dude.
Yes, it does rule. We're all very excited to be here, and thank you, our audience, for safely quarantining at home. Tonight is about those talented performers who keep us company in the privacy of our own home.
Or while on public transportation.
Next up,